I read all the books, I did all the things. I still was completely in the mess.
So Sven, you have been a therapist and a coach working with people for over 15 years. So you've seen a lot. What made you notice that inner work is sometimes actually not working for people?
I would say like upfront, it's not that inner work is not working or that everything is just not making sense. But I think when I look into the experiences of many of my clients who have been in therapy for many years, who have been doing a lot of reflection work, what I can see is that they are intellectually very aware and self-reflected. So they know their patterns. They might even know where things are coming from. And yet they are still struggling with the results or with the effects of those patterns. And when I'm also looking into my own history of self-transformation, and I was really kind of, self-transformation junkie. I was really trying to find everything that I could find just to help myself to explore things at a certain point. And that was humbling as well as frustrating. I also recognized, you know what? Now I did all the things. So I read all the books, I did all the things. And now I'm sitting here and I'm experiencing the same painful emotional states, or the same questions are still not answered. And that made me curious, because I recognize even going through many different methods, techniques, maybe also different perspectives of how we can see the human being, I still wasn't getting the answers. I still didn't feel that the suffering is getting less. I still was completely in the mess. And and this is an experience that I had many, many times. I think there are different layers or levels in which transformation is taking place. And I would say on the most upfront level, maybe I have a feeling that I don't really like. Maybe I have something that is kind of is a challenge for me. So I want to find something that helps me in the moment. And so I'm reaching out. Maybe I do meditation or mindfulness, and all those things, are really important and very necessary. At the same time, most of the time, I'm just on the most upfront level. I'm doing some sugarcoating, or maybe I just get a little bit of release, but the underlying deeper patterns are not really addressed. And so when people are doing inner work, of course, they have those insights, they have reflections, they understand more about themselves, yet the driving mechanism is still active, and they find themselves still in the same arguments, or they have the same moments where they recognize that things are not feeling as they would like to feel them. And so there is this dynamic of making progress and at the same time staying stuck in what is happening. And maybe there are slight advancements, but on the deeper level, the transformation is not taking place. And then when we go deeper with the work, and we might have the chance to really heal certain things that have come up in our lives, then there are those moments, and I think that these are really peculiar moments where we really sense very deeply, wow, and now something is shifting, now something is changing. And these are the moments where the true transformation is taking place. And most of the time, it's not a causal reaction. It is something that goes on a much deeper level. I think one of the most profound things we can do on our path is to learn to be with the uncomfortable things that are taking place inside of ourselves. So, of course, when I have a session with a client and they had a very difficult situation, and they are sitting there and maybe they cry because they say, oh, it's so difficult, it's so bad, I don't want to experience it. Why is it happening to me? Like all those questions that are very human. I don't want to make that go away. Of course, I want to help the person, but I don't want to make it go away. But having the safety and the space, and also the confidence that we can feel through all of that, that we can be with that, and it might even take a couple of weeks or a couple of months, brings this resilience. And suddenly we come into a new mode of working with these things. They are still maybe unpleasant. We still don't want to feel them. but we are able to be with them without freaking out, without coming to too early conclusions, without trying to suppress it. We can allow more and more of ourselves to be there. And this actually is, I would say, what it's really all about, where the healing is taking place, that I can learn to be with myself, with everything that is happening. But as I learn to really be with that and allow myself to be in that state, I recognize that then in a very natural, organic way, shifts can happen very quickly.